Good afternoon. It is Friday, May 24th. It is extremely muggy, very humid. Um, Chance of some thunderstorms popping up here pretty much any time now. It's currently about noon o'clock, so I think storms possible, more possible around 5 p.m. or so. Potentially severe. So exciting, right? Been a great week for the most part. We still had a little rain this week, but was able to keep going and mowing and etc. So at the waterfall currently, we've got our petunias starting to take off. They were only planted 2 weeks ago. So they've easily doubled in size. So I think by 4th of July for sure, these things ought to be really, really exciting, really good color. So happy the way this turned out. So it's Memorial Day weekend. We got a lot of mowing done. Golf course is looking great. It's playing great. Notable for this week, we did bent greens with the needle tines, so that softens them up a little bit. We also sprayed our wetting agent, which has a poor name. It makes it sound like we're making it really wet. Really all it's doing is loosening up all the nutrients and priming the soil for the hydrolysis of water percolation. That's a few too many big words. Basically it just allows us to get water in once it dries out eventually. So when we get in periods of drought, which we haven't had any yet, the soils can quickly become hydrophobic and start repelling water. So this wetting agent keeps all the polarization intact, so that water can move through the soil and attach itself to the soil particles without being repelled by the soil particles. If that makes any sense. But it's definitely a huge aid for us when we get into the times of hand watering. We're always just kind of predicting when it's going to dry out. I probably didn't have to spray it this week based on the way the weather turned out, but next time it's dry, we'll be happy that we did so. So that was done, which leaves the greens a little soft with the venting and the wetting agent process, but they will firm back up as soon as we get some dry weather here. So they're rolling really smooth, really quick, not bogey fast, but I think they're around a 10 a day, which is a really good number for the golf course that is maintainable by all handicaps of the golf of the golf membership. Obviously I'll always have people telling me they could be faster. That works good for better golfers once they're up in the 10.5, 11 range. Half of the membership can take that and handle that. The other half sometimes can struggle and not really enjoy the round. So try to find a happy medium here. But it's going to be a decent weekend. Tomorrow's looking great. Sunday's going to be a little tricky with storms, and then Monday's looking good as well. So we'll get the American flag over on 18 here soon. Got Mr. Eaker crossing the bridge that was freshly painted this week. Looks great. And then the most notable and noticeable is we did some sod work on some collars finally. So I'm gonna slowly mosey on over there. I know carts are not supposed to be on 18, my bad. But so we were able to do some sod work. We stole the sod off of 9 Yellow Tea so that we had premium sod that's already maintained at our mowing practices, at our fertilization practices, and that is going to significantly reduce the amount of time that we wait for it to grow in and get seamed in. The sod growers grow sod in bulk. It's good quality sod. It's just not always directly ready to be mowed, and it takes us a little longer for it to grow in. So stealing the sod off of one of our tees, 9 Yellow Tea, allows for this to grow in a lot quicker And then I'll just get zoysia sod from Keevan Brothers, which will be perfectly fine. And I'll put it on 9 yellow tea and replace the tea. So this will grow in about a week. The sod that we'll get from Keevan's will take 2 to 3 weeks. So that's the difference. But this area had always had issues with poor drainage. Had a spot here that was low. Didn't like the grade on it, so we decided to take a large amount of this out and get it properly graded the way we want to. It is number 18 green. It's really important, and so that's what we did. It looks beautiful. And so as you're looking at it, I mean, a lot of these seams are already nearly perfect. You know, you can barely see a seam here. There's a little bit here, but you know, this is going to grow in really quick. So that's what we're really excited about for this week. Wow, already at 6 minutes. So if you made it this long, thanks. You're a trooper. Appreciate everyone that tunes into these videos, gives us a listen. Appreciate all the feedback. So have a great weekend. Enjoy it. Watch out for storms this afternoon and evening, and Sunday as well. We'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.